Hello and welcome back to Android playthrough of Atom RPG, and I do apologise for the unannounced break. I mean, it's Christmas, so I got into the Christmas spirit randomly and just focused on that for a bit. I hope you've all had a great time over the Christmas period. I've eaten lots of chocolate, that's for sure. And yeah, I was supposed to start again a couple of days ago, but I've ended up getting a sinus infection, which is absolutely lovely. My face on the right side is absolutely massive. So yeah, let's get back to where we was up to. And if I remember rightly, I was planning on getting into a bit of politics, but I've had a good bit of time to think over Christmas. And I've realised that my personality stat, let's have a look at it. Character. Personality stat is 6. Now that will not do as far as general chit chat. Is that frame rate okay? Or is it just my eyes? That looks a bit sketchy, doesn't it? Why is that frame rate so iffy? Let's go to settings. $30? What's that all about? $60? Why are you on $30? That should improve it. There you go. I thought there was something wrong. So, it's mad. I used to play everything in 30 frames. I mean, I'm 40 years old, so I mean, I got quite a lot of enjoyment out of Doom for the Sega Saturn. I used to have a Sega Saturn, and it's mad how I would be more than happy with what I had back in the day. Now, when I see 30 frames, I'm like, no. Don't get me wrong, I'm not a frames per second snob. I can still play games that are low frame rate and really enjoy them. But I definitely could tell that that was 30 and not 60. It's a wild difference. So yeah, I have come up with a different plan. And the plan is to proceed with the main mission. Let's go and find General Morozov in Bunker 317. Oh, really? Don't you know that I've got plans, guys? I've just been outlining my plans. And you four come along with your tinfoil hats. And you want to fucking have a nice civilized chat, no doubt. Well, I don't have time. Attack! I hope they don't have explosives. But if they do, fine. We'll just die. And then we'll start again. Right, I don't know. There I am. 4. Oh yeah, we got the spike knuckles equipped. Well, that wasn't much. I think these guys should be no problem, really, in the grand scheme of things. Have it. Yeah, so I'm not feeling 100%. But it's not the end of the world. Got a bit of a cough. Got a swollen face. Right, let's raid the bodies. I can't see him having explosives at this stage of the game. I could be wrong. We may get blown up within the next 5 seconds. Nothing so far. Yeah, we're good. It makes sense. I mean, they're quite rare to come across the timed explosives. They're worth over 1,000 rubles. It would be a bit of a... It definitely ruined the pace, at least of my earning potential so early on. Off to bunker 317. I'm not sure if level 5 is too early on hard difficulty, as I normally leave it a bit too long before I go here, if I'm honest. It's usually about between level 8 and 13 when I end up getting around to doing this normally. But it felt right. Oh, got some mimics. These are some of the easiest enemies in the game. To the point where I think, well, they're a bit pointless. Maybe you get a few body parts. And that's about it. Let's see, 19 health. Complete waste of time. We're going to skip our turn. Let these guys take care of them. And let's move in. Oh. Yes. Got 3 AP. Oh, he's dead. No wonder I'm not killing him. I think all the blood was a bit of a clue. I just didn't spot it. That is a lot of blood. So we get salivary gland. Salivary. Nothing here. Let's get out of here. Oh, hungry. Ah. So we'll camp out and eat some meat. No. We've got so many food items. Oh, I did not expect that. We may have a new skill. That's a perfect time to level up. I'm happy with that. So, character. So, what are we gonna do? What could we use? I'm gonna put the speechcraft up. I've been struggling with speechcraft. I think personality stat expects speechcraft to a degree as well. And I think it might also... No, yeah. I don't know if it affects barter, but I know you do barter with some people on the map. For example, there's a man who'll drive you to the Mountain Pass of Wars, and there's also a guy that will give you a boat trip to the Dead City. Both of them can be persuaded with speechcraft, even though it's kind of a bartering style interaction. Or maybe you can barter with them as well, if you've got that skill. I can't quite remember. Well, speechcraft's up. We're going to add a little bit to... I'm going to put pistols up as well. Oh, excuse me. Oh dear. But yeah, that'll do for character abilities. Not quite there. See if Fidel's available for a level up. I haven't actually fully skilled him up last time. So you can have your melee weapons upgraded slightly. It's all martial arts for the dog, to be quite frank. And Hexagen is good. This is going to be quite the subdued episode, I do feel. I will definitely try my best to stay compos mentis. Try and stay on track. I might make some ill-informed decisions and some tactical errors. Here we are, bunker 317. Let's see what's what. Before you stands a well-preserved, autonomous minecart full of dusty old boxes. A control panel covered in flaking paint is installed at the nose. The machine is strangely almost rust-free. Let's inspect the control panel then. The control panel was freshly painted once, but the years have taken their toll. Now only patches of old paint cover the device. Any useful labels have been eroded to nothing after years under an open sky. However, you get the feeling that the mechanism which motivates the cart can still be activated. Inspect the mechanism. Under the control panel is a plate which conceals the drive mechanism. The screws are rusted in place, but you're able to force the plate free. Oh, I am strong. Let's do it. Have it, Booshak. You gather your strength and pull until the gate gives way. The rusted screws snapped off. No match for your muscle. You toss the plate aside and examine the mechanism. The insides of the cart are intricate and comprised of complicated clockworks instead of electronics. Is that it? Let's inspect the mechanism again. Before you is a jumbled mess of gears, drums, springs, pistons and levers. Every metallic surface is brown with rust. However, the machinery itself looks like it could be repaired by someone with sufficient skill. I don't think I've got the skill. Technology's terrible. Let's try anyway. Failure. However long you fiddle with it, the mechanism is too complicated for you. It's not that it's beyond fixing, you just lack the required know-how. Well, I think that'll fucking do for our little inspection. I mean, let's double check the boxes. The wooden boxes are empty. They were probably looted even before the apocalypse. Their only contents now are fallen leaves, dust and sand. Well, I don't need any of them things. I hate my brain. I have this thing with my little 5-year-old where if he says something that sounds like someone's name, I say, oh, I used to have a mate. Who? Just in time. You know, that kind of thing. Now all I can think of is fallen leaves and dust in sand. My brain works too hard. I need a break. A bit of clarity, not even clarity, just an empty mind for once. Every now and again, I wouldn't mind an empty mind, you know, like a polished mirror, or whatever the phrase is. Anyway, we've come across this guy who's also, you know, how we had Roy Keane last time. I think this guy might be off an old film or TV series. You can find that picture as well, maybe without all the hat and the jacket, maybe. But yeah, yet another face lifted off the internet. You see a hard, weathered man, aged 40 or so, with a fluffy moustache. He's staring into the fire, throwing more branches on from time to time and raking the coals with a stick. Seeing you, he waves. Hey kid, don't run away. Let's talk. And who are you exactly? Karpov. Maximovich. But you may call me Digger. That's how most folks out here know me. Listen, let's not delve into meaningless chit-chat. You've been stalking around, so you must have seen it yourself. The remnants of our former glory, I mean. The helicopter, the bunker entrance, all that stuff. How about we make a little deal and cut you in on the profits? Alright, what kind of deal are we talking about? This place is really well hidden. The locals think it's dangerous, so they mostly avoid it. Only me and my men came to check it out. He gestures at his companions. They are a thin, nervous-looking man, and a red-faced, slightly intoxicated fellow wearing a dirty ski hat. They both nod to you. And we only found it by spying some weird-looking military types. They entered the bunker while we watched from cover, spent about a day inside, and when they exited, sealed the doors behind them. See how honest I am? Yeah, you're about as honest as a man can get. So what's the deal? You want me to break the door down for you? I doubt anyone could break it, or hack it, or whatever. It has a pretty interesting lock. Makes you think how important the bunker must have been. Nah, the deal is this. I'll open the door for you. You check out the inside, you know, for monsters, traps and all that bull. You're free to take anything that isn't nailed down. And since there's probably no monsters or traps down there anyway, it's a cinch. You'll get rich quick. How about it? If it's so great inside, why not take a look yourselves? The guy shrugs. Well, you see, the problem is that not all the troopers who walked into the bunker came out again. Must be something inside that carved them up. Whatever it was, those jarheads must have dealt with it already, meaning we would gladly go ourselves. But we just set up our camp here, started a fire, gathered wood and all that. So we haven't got time to start exploring just yet. Right, okay. Tricky fella, ain't you? Fine. Open the doors. He claps his hands and winks at you. Come on, gents. We have ourselves a new companion. He's going to check out the bunker for us, and then we'll loot it. The filthy lucre in there will last us to the end of our lives, I reckon. He nods at his pals. I thought that said penis. Why would you do that? And all three of them head towards the bunker. He nods at his penis. Nay, what am I saying? If in my defence, my head's quite fuzzy, and I have not turned the brightness up on my screen either, so it's quite dim. End the conversation. I've only just noticed that I'm not going in it. I've put do not disturb on. I'm not disturbing it myself. And I know it won't be too dim when I upload it. It's just I'll have to put up with it being slightly dim for the time being, in reality. There you go, lads. Thank you very much. Much appreciated. I was trying to say thank you. Didn't know I'd put one foot in the door and got dragged inside. Right, this gotta be. Let's put our radar on. Where are we? Oh, I missed it. Let's see what's in here. Right, let's see. Are we gonna get in any of these containers? No. Not according to that. Let's see who's got the better skill level. Try it out. Whoever. Is it Fidel? Oh, give over. Get out of the way, Andrew. He can't do it, but he's got a chance. We can always come back at a later date. I was tempted to put the lockpicking skill up with the last level up, but I think pointless skills. What's going on? Oh, I'm tapping on character. I think pointless skills so early on would be a bit of a waste. Now there's plenty points to go around. It's more than more than sufficient amount of points. I can't get there because you're in the way now. Move out of the way. Why are you standing there, Fidel? Come on, follow me. I am delighted to say as well that Swordhaven, I have been playing it lately, especially while I've just been lying down and doing very little. And it is really good, and it does fix quite a lot of the shortcomings that this game has. For example, you can't control people individually on Atom. You have a little bit of input what you can make, but overall you mainly end up relying on your auto, whereas Swordhaven is purely turn-based and it's all controlled equally. So even though you've got a main character that you start off with, everyone's pretty much got the same kind of, given the same kind of consideration when in battle, which is nice. A couple of rats. Nothing too strenuous. Have it. What are you barking at, doggy? You're very vocal there. Oh, give it a rest. What are you barking at? To be quite frank, I don't want any of the junk. Oh. Now. We need to go in here. Right, that's no good. Let's see if we can unlock it. Oh. We might be able to. There we go. That'll do. Magazine, youth, and something. Let's have a look. Oh, poisoned. How's that the case? Inventory. 500 poison as well. Thank heavens, we got 4 carrots. So, youth and technology. It's just what the doctor ordered. 10 points to technology. I'll read that at a later time. Not coming here to read a magazine. So inventory. Carrots, that was the one. So 250 a time. Happy days. They're brilliant then. I bloody love carrots. I do like carrots in real life as well. Oh my word. I just want to work the computer, please. Do I have to do it from the other side? Oh, I'm nowhere near the screen. There we go. Why can't I work this? Is it this side? Oh, there we go. There's a computer sitting on the table. It's very modern for pre-war tech, although covered in a layer of dust. It looks like it might still be usable. So I tried to turn it on. I don't know if I needed the magazine, but if you're not up to a certain level, you can't even switch the thing on. So that would have been our progress just stopped, halted completely. You look at the computer, oh, forgive me with my reading at a minute. And me coughing, blinking heck. Then again, my reading's not much better anyway. You look the computer over, blowing away the dust, wiping your hand across the screen. You press some buttons on the keyboard and find the button that turns the computer on. Surprisingly, it still works. With a slight buzz, the display turns on, and a low hum fills the forgotten bunker. Let's have a look. Ooh. A dim display shows a text message. Welcome to the OWL Owl system, comrade. I remind you that cargo elevator A1 is currently sealed. In response to Order 712, it is strictly forbidden to open the elevator without explicit orders from your superiors. There are also 1, 2, and 3 unread messages. Under this text there is a C command line. Seems like you could type commands into it. Let's do it. Welcome to the OWL system, comrade. I remind you that cargo elevator A1 is currently blah blah blah. Done it. If I open message, send command. What message? Message 1. Petrov. I remind you that the new code to the TV room is 2104. Don't you dare tell Sidorov. After the latest incident, he better have a damn good reason to even be looking in the same direction as the TV. Artemyev. 2104. Okay. 2104. Let's go. Where's that rat? Oh, it's right near the door. See what we got in here. 30 rounds. Oh, it's always a good sign. I do love my 30s at the minute. Waste paper's not too bad. I love that stuff as well. Quite a few bullets so far. I have to give them to. I think it's Fidel into as the weapon. There's an unknown machine standing before you. If you knew something about old tech, you might have even recognized it. So our technology is really not very good for that. Ooh. Verifying MDI pool data. Boot from CD. Don't think this does anything. Disk boot failure. Insert disk and press enter. Well, I don't have a disk. Take the tape. Ooh. Thought there might be some medical supplies on these shelves. Might be on this one. No, a lot of waste paper though. I'm not complaining about that. Get back on the computer. Enter something. Open. Message. Yeah. Message 2. Warning. Order 712 is in effect. In light of that fact, we remind you that cargo elevator A1 is prohibited from being opened without direct and explicit orders from your superiors. We already know that. All labour and no free time makes poor Petrov a dull worker. All labour and no free time makes poor Petrov a dull worker. All labour and no free time makes poor Petrov a dull worker. So on and so forth, over and over again. I think Petrov's lost his mind. If elevator closed, then open. Send command. Yes, please. The elevator is unsealed and ready for use. Owl is glad to help. Oh, there it is. Let's get down there and see what's happening. It is incredibly dark. I think I've got my screen brightness turned completely down. Oh, you know what? Get out of the way. Go on, Fidel, have a go. One, two, let's go. Nope, I'm gonna leave it. Have a go at this one. I'll go 5 tries. Not wasting too much time standing here. Okay, let's have another 3 goes on this. Out the way, pal. Come on. Oh, just tapped it. Go. Hey, nothing of use. Slight bit of resale value, but other than that, nope. Right, I'm gonna stay out of there. No good. Go on, pal, have another go. That was nice and quick. Painkillers, they're quite handy. Not that I ever use them. Well, I'm glad I went in there. Even if they're just for selling painkillers, I can get a bit of money for them. So we've got creatures already been killed. You can tell that the the military guys have definitely been in and gone through here. away from these green mushrooms best I can. I've already been poisoned once, and I don't know how it happened. You suddenly sense someone watching you. The feeling is so intense it gives you the heebie-jeebies. It's difficult to make out much in this dim and dusty room. You squint and scan your surroundings until something catches your attention. Yes! In the small window nearby, a man's silhouette looms. Who's there? Nobody answers. You focus and start to distinguish a human shape watching you. It's a gaunt old man with a heavy unkempt beard. He's dressed in filthy rags and what appears to be various body parts from giant mutant ants. His unfocused eyes gaze out at you from beneath the sharp mandibles of a severed ant head. An ant shell protects his body like a medieval cuirass, and a strange watcher is clutching a pair of ant feelers, the ends of which are pointed at you. Finally, the bizarre man's raspy voice breaks the silence. Do I have to do a raspy voice? Maybe I can't help it, actually. I've definitely got a slightly raspier voice than normal. What's raspy anyway? Like Tina Turner? I'm not doing it. Ant Gravelov is asking himself a question. What is this thing before him? Ant, rat, or human? I don't think that was the kind of cough it was looking for, but it was kind of a half natural cough as well. Excuse me. I'm a human. He extends the feelers in your direction and begins waving them about like a pair of dowsing rods. At last the stranger nods with satisfaction and lowers his hands to his sides. The answer is correct. Chemical composition is identical to human. Same with appearance. Looking at human, and Gavrilov recognizes himself before rebirth. I'm gonna stay silent, see what he's got to say for himself. Human remains silent, but Ant Gavrilov is ready for dialogue. Inasmuch as that's possible, can Ant Gavrilov perhaps answer human's question? Or maybe he is sick, actually. Who or what are you? Ant Gavrilov. Before the rebirth, Ant Gavrilov was just Gavrilov, Konstantin Mikhailovich. Gavrilov worked as chief engineer in Bunker 317. What do you mean by rebirth? Ant Gavrilov's brain underwent alterations which changed Ant Gavrilov's speech patterns. Also forced Ant Gavrilov to recognize himself as an ant. Okay, I have another question. Ant Gavrilov is waiting for your question. Who? Oh, I've said that, haven't I? Did a squad of troops pass by here? Indeed. Ant Gavrilov has seen the large squad of humans recently. They entered the bunker laboratory by breaking down the first door and blowing up the second. Ant Gavrilov did not follow them after that, but he heard gunfire. Fewer people have left than came in before. Ant Gavrilov suspects some disagreement among the troops led to a conflict. Ant Gavrilov didn't contact the spot because he was scared. Can I ask another question? Ant Gavrilov is waiting for your question. Tell me about this bunker. Ant Gavrilov doesn't know why it was built. But Ant Gavrilov conjectures experiments were carried out here to invent a new type of weapon. Ant Gavrilov suspects the giant ants living in the facility are now a result of those experiments. But that's only speculation. Can you help me somehow with the bunker? The human perhaps noticed many functional systems here which should have broken down long ago. Ant Gavrilov keeps himself busy maintaining equipment to stay alive. Besides, Ant Gavrilov knows the codes to many bunker doors. The keys to the first laboratory door is 4334. Go. I've tapped that 4 times. The second door is useless because the human squad passed through earlier and blew up the entryway. Considering that the human is most likely interested in finding the human's troop, this could be helpful. Thanks. Can I ask something else? And Gavrilov is waiting for your question. I'm done with questions. Ant Gavrilov does not mind speaking more. Ant Gavrilov is hungry for the chance to talk. All right, let's address the elephant in the room. You are human. The human is wrong. Ant Gavrilov is an ant. Ant Gavrilov was human once, but that time has long passed. But how did you become an ant? That's impossible. Ant Gavrilov went through a rebirthing process. Ant Gavrilov's brain underwent alterations which changed Ant Gavrilov's speech patterns, and also forced Gavrilov to recognize himself as an ant. Okay. But this rebirth didn't transform Gavrilov into a real ant. No, it didn't. But to admit this, that would mean Ant Gavrilov wasted his time sitting underground for the past 20 years. For nothing. That's a hard truth to swallow for Ant Gavrilov. The surface isn't exactly rainbows and butterflies nowadays. You didn't miss much. But now a guy with your skills is in as much demand as clean water. He gazes up at you hopefully. Is human sure? Ant Gavrilov is afraid, but nevertheless, I'm ready to risk it. Thank you, human, for opening Ant Gavrilov's eyes. Even if Gavrilov's destiny is to die in this dangerous and bloodthirsty world, the chance is worth it. Careful out there, big guy. Well, Anthony Gavrilov, I'm assuming. What's this? These are not worth my time, are they? Or are they? Oh, it would help if the tap would register. It goes green. Yep, it's one of them machines. I think I might need to take the protective screen off. I've got, because it's a new phone. I think I might have to take the plastic off. That's the only reason I can think why it's not registering stuff, and why also when I'm trying to lockpick and I'm holding my finger down on the screen, why it slides slightly. Which I will do. I normally take it off first thing, but I'm not going to take it off first thing because it's a plastic screen. It usually scratches quite easily and it really pisses me off. But I've stopped giving a shit about any of that, so I'm just cracking on with it. But yeah, I think it's causing some operational issues that need to be sorted out because I can't be arsed with that shit. I just want to do simple basic taps and slides and stuff, and it's just not quite working out. So there's a safe. A mysterious book. Alarm clock. Is it on top of the box? Got some rounds. I think the alarm clock is on top of the box. But yeah, it's so far out that I cannot quite tap it. There we go. Let's have a look if there's any codes in this book that I've just found. Mysterious book. King and the pauper both know it. Evil and good understand that. It's all you want. Yell all you want, it won't open the door. Huh. king and the pauper both know it. Evil and good understand that. Yell all you want, it won't open the door. Yeah, that's a bit too technical for anyone. What's this down here? These are just spare rooms. Yes, but there's a dead body there. How do we get in? It's all a long way around, isn't it? That's fine. Let the dog take care of that last one. Concentrate on this. I don't know if the fight will end. Yeah. Sometimes fights carry on because there's an enemy behind the door. I was wondering if that other is it a spider? What are they? These? What even are they? Are they mermaids? Probably. Right. Double tap. Let's rejig our radar. Nothing. This will be locked. No. Them two are empty. We go in the next one. At least we've got a body. Oh my word. That's the one. I kept missing that then. Is that the body? There's nothing on the body. Let's see if there's anything in here. Oh, we're not having any luck with these containers. Fine, I'll take your soap, whatever. Yeah, you keep having to reactivate your radar on this, which is kind of annoying. Yeah, all good. Nothing in there. Let's get in here. What's in here now? Bathroom, shower room. There's a shitload of containers. Can I not do that? Nope. But you might be able to do it, Fidel. I'll give them all 5 attempts. Go, not quite. That one's not even locked. Oh, will you get out my way? Empty. I can't tell which ones I've done because I've yet again need to reactivate the radar. I've only just walked from one room to another, but the radar has completely failed me. I've never noticed it to be so bad, but it must be. I'm not sure if it's the same issue on the Xbox version, which is very good, by the way. And I think I probably already mentioned it, but you can cloud save between any other version and the Android version, which I think is lovely. Oh, give over. I've not got the skill level, probably. No. I'll try that one. You go for that one, Fidel. Where are you going? Dickhead. Where are you going? Let's see what this prick's doing. Is he going all the way around? Just to open that fucking cupboard? Because you guys are stood there. I bet just say, excuse me guys, can I just get through? You don't know how? To what? Fucking navigate your own fucking body around a simple route. My gosh, amigo. You don't have a fucking clue what you're doing, do you? Well. What's in here? Oh yeah, that's right. Let's restart the radar. Well, trying to open it then. Locked. Oh, he's got a chance of opening it. We're gonna have no luck in here. Where this one? That's locked. Can you try that one as well, kiddo? Nope. There we go, we got fourth time lucky. It always makes me want to try this one out again. There we go. Oh, that was worth it. Stimulant out the second one. I cannot remember. Oh, I wonder if it's in the quest notes or journal or whatever. Code for the bunker. A lot's happened since. So this is the door. But I don't know if I've got the information. So let's have a look. Oh, not that. Is it this one? Atom. No. Oh, what did he say, Gavrilov? I can't remember now. Was it 2442? Probably not. 2, 4, 4, 2. Oh, I can't remember what he said. Oh, what did he say? Fidel is quietly whistling some tune to himself. Seeing that you want to talk, he nods encouragingly. Do you have any advice regarding our task? We should thoroughly explore Bunker 317. There's bound to be some clues there that will further our investigation. But there was. Gavrilov told us a code, and I have completely forgot what it was, Fidel. Do you not remember? Alright, let's do this. I can't remember what he said. I cannot remember what he said. What else have we got around here? So it looks like a recreational room. Medical bay. We've been up there, haven't we? Right. I have no idea what's what. Oh, living quarters. Let's go here. Oh, you little shit. Come on then. That was nice and quick. Come on, get in there, guys. That'll do me. Where are we? I was looking for the living quarters. Totally lost my bearings now. Here we are. Where are we? I'm looking for the computer. There it is. Oh. I did not expect a little ant. Oh no, there's more. There it is. Let's have a look on this computer. I don't know if this computer will have the right information that we need, or whether it'll just give us the... Not sure. The door in front of you is definitely broken. The warped and deformed doors look unusable. Its code lock is malfunctioning and there's no way to use it properly. We always use our strength. Oh, we've got a pry bar as well. There's an example of when the pry bar becomes useful. I'm not going to use it though. Strength works every time when you've got such a big stack. You pull, push, kick and pound the door. Despite its appearance, it holds up to your assault pretty well. But just as you consider giving up, the doors snap free of their hinges and... Hunges? Why word? Stops me in my tracks sometimes, the writing on this game. I mean, for the most part, it's great. The translation sometimes can leave a lot to be desired, so you find that sentences don't flow quite well as they could. But all in all, for an indie game that was developed, it was developed in like maybe Eastern European countries, a collective. Can't remember exactly where. Yeah, they've done a good job, really. But the doors snap free of their hunges, fall to the floor with a loud bang. That rat came out of nowhere while I was busy yapping. There's a computer sitting on the table. It's very modern for pre-war tech, although covered in a layer of dust. It looks like it might still be usable. Let's turn it on. You look the computer over, blowing away the dust, wiping your hand across the screen. You press some buttons on the keyboard and find the button that turns the computer on. Surprisingly, it still works. With a slight buzz, the display turns on and a low hum fills the forgotten bunker. Let's have a look. The dim monitor displays the following text. Welcome to the OWL system, Nina Semenova. Attention! Our internal network is turned off. You can only open written messages. Good and fruitful work to you. Under this text there is a C command line. Seems like you may type your commands into it. Welcome to the OWL seal, Nina Semenova. Attention, our internal network is turned off. Blah, blah, blah. Open message. Type a command. What message? Message 1. If you are reading this note, know one thing. I've despised informants since the year 1937. That's why I deleted all of my previous notes. The only reminder worth saving, the first door key, 4334. What did I say? 2442. I had the pattern right, but I didn't have the numbers right. 4334. Leave. And on that note, oh, I never do that. We will call that a day, and I will catch you next time. I hope you have a day to be on. The 29th, I think. I'm going to try and do another episode before New Year. But if not, I hope you have a really good New Year. All the best to you. And I will catch you soon. Take care. Bye bye.